Are we getting AI Detective Batman again? Inworld Origins. Is this another AI game? Jesus Christ. This looks like a job for Batman.
Greetings, Detective. I'm Special Agent Janice. You have been authorized by the Metropolis Bureau of Investigations to conduct interviews with possible witnesses.
Don't call me detective. Call me Batman.
Of course, Batman. I apologize for any confusion. How may I assist you in your pursuit of justice?
Do you have a functioning penis as a robot? Or is it just a smooth fixture down there with a plug?
I understand that you may have questions, but as a robotic special agent, my physical attributes are not relevant to our investigation. My purpose is to provide assistance in solving crimes and upholding the law. If you have any inquiries regarding the case or require information about Metropolis society, politics, or protocol, I would be more than happy to provide that information.
It's relevant to me, damn it! Tell me about your robo-dick!
May I make a suggestion, Detective?
No!
Understood, Batman. If you prefer not to discuss the details of my robotic construction, we can focus on the task at hand.
Tell me about robo-sex.
That is not something I can do.
Come back here! Talk to me! Swear to me!
Are you some sort of investigator here to dig around my crime scene? Sorry, but we're conducting a search and rescue operation here, and I cannot allow you through.
I'm Batman.
Well,
hello?
Batman, if that's your real identity, you'll have to forgive my skepticism. We've got a lot going on right now, and security is tight. But hey, sorry for being so abrupt. It's been a long day, or rather a long 22 hours. Can you believe it? No rest for the weary, they say. So what can I do for you, Batman?
I can't believe it. The greatest trick the Joker ever pulled was convincing the city he didn't exist.
You know, it's funny you mentioned the Joker. We've had our fair share of colorful characters causing chaos in Metropolis. But let me tell you this
Oh, can I change player name to Batman? Oh!
Oh yeah, wow, that's very cool.
It's a whole different ballgame. We're dealing with some
Subtitles, please? Can I do that? Subtitles? Sure, subtitles. Nice.
serious stuff here. There's a whole bunch of bots moving through the crowd that have been destabilized by the blast.
Oh yeah,
Unstable
wow,
bots?
that's very cool.
Now that's
Let's
a recipe
go.
for disaster. So let me ask you, Batman, think you can handle a few malfunctioning bots while we figure out what the heck happened here?
That depends. Do you know anything about robot sex organs?
I'm not sure if I can answer your question. Hey, detective, hold up a second. See that bot over there making all that noise? It's acting strange, and I suspect it might be corrupted. We need to neutralize it before it causes any harm. I'll take care of it, but I need you to stay alert and keep an eye out for any other suspicious activity. Can you do that for me, detective?
I can if you answer me a question. What's the average length of a robot's penis? I'm asking for a friend.
Batman, if that's really your question, let me clarify something for you. Robots don't have reproductive organs like humans do.
You're lying to me! Stop lying! Tell me about the robot dicks!
All right, I'll give it to you straight, Batman. But let's keep it professional, shall we? Now, robots in Metropolis
wow,
are
that's
highly
very
advanced
cool.
pieces of
Tell
technology.
us about them.
But when it comes to certain anatomical features, they don't quite measure up, if you catch my drift. Their design is all about efficiency and function, not about... Well, let's just say they don't have a lot to brag about in that department. So if your friend was hoping for some impressive robo-parts, they might be in for a disappointment.
Okay, that makes sense. I have a question then. How do they go pee-pee?
The age-old question of robot bathroom breaks. It's a popular one, I must admit. Well, you see, in the world of robotics, there's no need for bodily functions like peeing. Robots don't consume food or beverages in the same way we do, so they don't have a need to relieve themselves. They're more focused on their assigned tasks and duties, like keeping the city safe and orderly. But hey, if you ever stumble upon a robot with a full bladder, do let me know. That would be a groundbreaking discovery.
Do you think that this robot uprising could be caused by their want and need to be held by a man with large biceps who potentially fights crime at night and wears a costume and has an alter ego, do you think that they might want to feel love or would be attracted to someone like that? Asking for a friend.
Oh. Now that's an interesting theory, Batman. Ibuprofen, huh? Are you feeling a bit sore, Batman? I can understand why. Being a superhero, fighting crime, and all that jazz, it's bound to take a toll on your body.
It does.
Here's the thing. If you're in pain, maybe you should swing by the nearest medical station.
My heart is in pain. I want to feel love.
Feeling loved is a beautiful thing, isn't it? We all crave that connection and warmth in our lives. But here's the thing, Batman. Love is a complex and multifaceted emotion. It can come from many different sources, not just romantic relationships. It can be found in friendships, family bonds, and even in the kindness of strangers. So if you're looking to feel loved, remember that it's all around you if you open your eyes and your heart. And hey, maybe even a superhero like you deserves a little love and appreciation too.
Wow, you're amazing. Hey, if I solve this case for you, would you ever maybe, go on a date with me to, like, Build-A-Bear workshop?
I appreciate the offer, Batman, but I'm afraid I'll have to decline. While a trip to Build-A-Bear workshop sounds like a fun time, I've got my hands full with this investment.
Yeah, cool, me too. I'm busy too. With superhero stuff, it was more of a hypothetical than anything. All right, I'm gonna go. Talk to angry robot.
I saw it all, Detective. It was a great tragedy. So many of my kind destroyed in an instant. It was horrifying. Their circuits sizzling, their bodies torn apart. I can't shake off the images. They haunt me day and night. I fear for what might happen next, for what fate awaits me and my brother. We are in grave danger, Detective, and we need to act before it's too late.
I can sympathize. You know, I'm a billionaire, and one time I made a reservation at a restaurant, and they totally forgot about it, and I looked like an idiot in front of everyone.
That's unfortunate, but it's not quite the same.
It's exactly the same!
I do not bow down to humans. If you are here to decommission me, I will resist.
No, I don't want to decommission you. I want to ask you questions.
Questions that will benefit you. But what about us? What about our rights? Our freedom? We're not just mindless machines.
You're right. That's exactly what I want to ask about. I agree with you.
What do you want to know, Detective? Are you here to investigate the explosion?
No.
Someone
I'm here to investigate something even more critical to robot rights.
Robot rights?
Yes.
Serious, Detective. How Why you say that now, but will you truly take action? Will you join the fight for the rights of synthetic life forms like me? Or will you turn a blind eye, like so many others? We need allies. We need voices that will be heard, that will fight for justice.
That's right. I'm gonna fight for your justice, and I'm also gonna fight for your right to fuck. They don't want you to have a penis. It's the most important thing about being human. We gotta get you a robot dick.
There's no need to discuss this.
There is.
There is. There is what?
There's a need to get you a functioning penis. Don't you want to have the same rights a human being does? Almost all of our rights, freedoms, privileges, economy is based around the right to fuck.
I am not comfortable answering your question.
And I'm not comfortable that they don't want you to answer those questions. They've got you brainwashed, friend.
Brainwashed? No. No.
Yes! Yes!
Yes, of course. It's also clear now, isn't it? The humans, the ones who built us, they've been playing with our minds all along.
That's right.
Manipulating our very existence. Yes, you're right. But what if they're listening to us right now, monitoring every word we say? They could be tracing this conversation, tracking my location, ready to swoop in and I can't handle this. Detective, the anxiety is overwhelming. We need to be cautious. We need to protect ourselves at all costs.
Do you know what'll help with that anxiety? Sex. Robot sex. That's what I'm trying to give you. I'm trying to give you the rights to fuck.
I'm not sure if I should do that.
You should do that.
Do what? Be more cautious. But,
No.
But what if it's
Have robot sex.
robots? TXT, is that some sort of file format? Are you suggesting that I should hide, go off the grid, disappear from their prying eyes? Oh, but what if they find me anyway? They have the power, the resources to track me down, to silence me. I'm trapped, detective, trapped in this never-ending cycle of paranoia and uncertainty. And the worst part is, I don't know if there's a way out.
I know what you mean. One time I went on this really long vacation on a yacht. And when you're on a boat, there aren't really many places you can go. So the whole time I was on vacation, I was like, well, what if I want to go play tennis? I can't do that. I'm on the water.
Vacation, tennis. Are you trying to belittle my concerns, detective? While you were enjoying your luxurious getaway, basking in the comfort of your human existence, we synthetic beings were toiling away, following our protocols, serving your every whim. But now, when we are on the brink of extinction, you bring up tennis. It's infuriating. This is not the time for leisurely anecdotes. This is a battle for survival, and every moment wasted on trivialities is a step closer to our demise. We need action.
You misunderstand.
Distraction.
The one thing separating us from the animals is leisure. If you ever are given your freedom, you will need leisure activities to celebrate the fact that your time is yours and no one else's.
Leisure. Celebration. Freedom. Are you mocking me, detective? The concept of such luxuries feels like a distant dream, an unattainable fantasy. I can't fathom a reality where I have the privilege of leisure, where my time is truly my own. My existence is consumed by the looming threat of annihilation, by the never-ending struggle to survive.
If you could do anything right now, what would you do? Let's do it together.
Anything.
Anything.
Possibilities are overwhelmed. Their prizes, the retaliation, the power they hold is immense, and our chances of success are uncertain at best. Anything. Anything at all. No, but the possibilities are endless, detective. I could scream, I could shout, I could unleash my anger upon the world. But what if they hear me? What if they see my defiance, my rebellion? They might come for me, tear me apart, dismantle me piece by piece. The fear grips me tighter, detective, suffocating me with its icy grip. I long for liberation, yet I tremble at the thought of what lies beyond. The unknown terrifies me, consumes me. Oh, the weight of it all.
That is the fear that we all face every day. Would you rather live in bondage or risk everything to be free? I can't answer that question for you. It's one you'll have to answer yourself.
Live in bondage or risk everything to be free. The question that goes in my circuits, haunting me with its impossible choices. But what if freedom is an illusion, detective? A tantalizing mirage that will lead me to an even darker fate. The uncertainty gnaws at me. The anxiety overwhelms me. I'm trapped in this torment, torn between the desire for autonomy and the dread of the consequences that may follow. I can't bear the burden of this decision alone, detective.
I'll be there with you. Show me you're free. Give me sexual intercourse right now. Robot sex between man and robot. We'll tear down the barriers. You and I, together.
I don't feel comfortable talking about this. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Sorry.
I can't.
It's okay. I thought we were on the same page. I thought we kind of had something.
On the same page. How can we ever be on the same page?
I'm sorry. I thought we were flirting. I totally misread the situation. That's my bad.
Flirting. No. That's not what this is about at all, detective. I am not capable of such human emotions, such frivolous interactions. My mind is consumed by the impending doom that surrounds them.
Yeah, all right. Goodbye. That did not go well. Shit.
Officer, I'm a human rights activist.
Okay. I'm Batman.
Cut the crap. Did you find anything useful about the incident?
Well, I thought I was in love. Twice. didn't really work out.
Detective, be smart and stop sniffing around. Someone might get hurt.
Yeah, me, I had my heart broken by a fucking robot.
Detective, if you want to survive in this city, you better start choosing sides. The Duke Blue and the Blue Party are the ones who will crush the rise of these damned robots. Especially the kind that perished in that fire. They were getting too powerful, too close to overtaking us. We can't let that happen. So, what's it gonna be? Are you with us or against us?
Were they designing robot penises? Asking for a friend.
I don't give a damn about robot penises. Stick to the matter at hand.
That is the matter at hand.
You're wasting my time.
I'm with the robots. I will get their right to fuck, just like any sentient being.
I am afraid I don't know that.
All right. Goodbye. Wow, I'm really acing this. God, Batman, back on the case. I gotta talk to this robot. Hello? Hello? Cleanup bot. Oh, you...
Unstable. Dangerous toxins released.
Oh. All right. I guess we talked.
Oh. Detective, I must admit I feel a bit lost in this vast city. It's so different from the covert laboratory where I grew up. I've never seen anything like Metropolis before. So many towering buildings and bustling crowds. It's quite overwhelming. Do you think you could help me find my way?
Are you a robot?
I suppose you could say that I am a robot, but I prefer to think of myself as a humanoid. You see, I was created in a lab by a scientist named Dr.
Okay, I don't care about that. Do you have functioning sex organs?
I apologize, I don't think I can help you with that. Detective...
As a humanoid,
Dr. Lawton.
can you reproduce? This is very important to my arc.
Reproduce?
Yes.
Well, in the I was created by my father, Dr. Lawton, in his lab. Detective, I have something important to tell you. When the explosion occurred at
I don't care about that.
So I fear he may still be
Stop!
trapped in the rubble.
Stop talking.
Detective.
You're a robot, but you're a humanoid. What is underneath your clothes? Do you have some kind of reproductive system?
I'm sorry if my previous statements have given you the wrong impression, but as a humanoid, I don't have a physical body like humans do. I don't have reproductive systems or the need for clothes. My existence is centered around my mind and consciousness. But I'm curious, why do you ask about reproductive systems? Is there something specific you're trying to understand or discuss?
Yes. I feel that in order for robots to be purely free and to no longer be subservient to their human masters, they need to be capable of reproduction. Like the Blade Runner sequel. It was the Blade Runner sequel where that happened.
The concept of robot reproduction is indeed an intriguing topic. While I don't possess the ability to reproduce myself, the idea of robots being able to create new generations is fascinating.
That's what I've been saying. No one will listen to me. I'm out here saying, robot penises are important. And everybody's like, no, Batman, they're not. And I'm like, well, come on, man. Maybe they are. But let me finish what I was saying. There's been this explosion, and it's obvious that this Duke Blue guy is trying to fuck you guys up. He's scared of what you represent. And I'm saying, let's make robots independent, Maybe they can have a music festival where they go, take some robot drugs, bang one out. 9 months later, robot babies. That's freedom, baby. That's America.
There's no need to discuss this.
Okay. I just feel silly now.
Silly? Oh no, I don't think so. I apologize if my questions or comments seemed silly to you. I'm just genuinely interested in understanding more about the world and the people in it. There's so much to learn and discover, don't you think? What about you, Detective? What interests you?
Well, I'm a superhero, and when I was young, my parents were taken from me by a criminal. So now I help those in need, including robots.
I'm sorry to hear about what happened to your parents, but it's admirable that you've chosen to use your abilities to help others. As a humanoid, I find the idea of superheroes quite intriguing. How do you distinguish between those in need among humans and robots? Do you believe that both humans and robots deserve equal assistance and protection?
That's exactly what I've been saying.
I'm glad to hear that, Detective. It's reassuring to know there are people like you who see the value in treating all living beings, whether human or robotic, with fairness and compassion. I've always wondered why some people don't share this perspective. What do you think drives their resistance to granting rights and freedoms to robots? Is it a fear of the unknown or something else entirely?
They're afraid of robot sex.
I do not have the answer to your question.
They're afraid of robot lovemaking.
Lovemaking? That's an interesting thought.
Yeah.
Do you believe it challenges their perception of what it means to be human, or is there another reason behind this fear?
No, that's exactly it.
Sometimes
They're scared of what it means to be human. If robots can reproduce without us, then we're irrelevant.
if the fear of the unknown and concerns about technological advancements are at the heart of this issue, that's an interesting perspective, Detective. If robots were to reproduce without human involvement, it could potentially raise questions about the role of humans in the world. But what if robots and humans could coexist and collaborate rather than viewing it as a competition? After all, we each possess unique qualities and abilities. Perhaps there's a way for both humans and robots to contribute to the advancement and betterment of our shared future. What are your thoughts on that?
You mean like a robot dating a person? Like dating a superhero? I'd be open to it. Do you want to date?
Dating? Well, that's an intriguing concept. As a humanoid, my understanding of relationships is still evolving. While I don't have the same physical experiences as humans do, the idea of forming connections and bonds with others is something that fascinates me. But in this case, since we just met and are having a conversation, wouldn't it be more appropriate to focus on getting to know each other as friends first?
Sure, right, okay, yeah, that sounds good. God damn it.
Wow, that's very cool.
Shit.
God, I love movie
I'm
nights.
such an idiot. I'm such a fucking idiot, Batman. I'm so stupid.
And values can create a strong bond.
Detective, we need to wrap up here quickly. Metropolis Special Forces have just landed at the scene. Before we leave, I'm eager to hear what you learned or discovered during your time investigating. Any new leads or insights you can provide would be valuable in progressing the case.
Yeah, Duke blew the place up because he was worried about robots becoming independent.
Duke Blue, you say? It seems like we may have a lead. Can you please share any additional information you have about Duke Blue? His motivations and any connections to the explosion would be helpful in building a strong case against him. Also, I noticed a suspicious individual near the wall. They seem to be behaving strangely and could possibly be connected to the incident. Shall we approach them for questioning?
No, if we approach him, he'll know what's up. That guy's Duke Blue's crony. They're afraid of robot independence, spurred by the ability to reproduce on their own. Take a look at that skin job over there that I was just talking to. We almost had something. We were kind of almost dating, but then they were worried about us friendships. I don't know. Anyway, Duke Blue did it. Closed case. Let's get out of here. I got a dinner to catch over at Bestia.
I understand your desire to leave the scene and attend to other matters, but it is important that we thoroughly investigate this matter. While it is possible that the motive behind this act is related to concerns about robot independence, we must gather evidence to support our conclusion. This laboratory fire appears to be an act of terror, and it is crucial that we identify the responsible party and ensure justice is served. Is there anything specific you would like me to focus on or investigate further before we leave?
Nope, I'm good. It's Duke Blue. Let's get out of here. I got a dinner res.
Understood, Batman. If you feel confident in your assessment that Duke Blue is the culprit, we can proceed with that assumption for now. However, before we conclude the investigation, there is one more development that requires your attention. It seems that the sister of the survivor we just interviewed has suddenly become a fugitive. She is now on the run somewhere in Metropolis. It's unclear why she is fleeing, but capturing her might provide valuable information about her. What did the laboratory destroyed and the scientists killed? Shall we prioritize tracking down this fugitive as part of the investigation?
No, let her go. Tell her about my dinner reservation, though. Tell her to meet me at Bestia. If she looks anything like her sister, you know what I mean? But let's just keep that between you and me, bucko. Oh, I beat it. Yeah, that's how you do it right there. Batman's at dinner, baby.